是利达虎队。我们现在看到是由来自宁波海岸县滑艇俱乐部的学员葛俊熙，今年12岁，来自宁波德培小学。
And welcome to our final day of CPS 2019. We have our final two games, our third place game between the JWAS Wolves and the Leader Tigers, followed by our grand final with the Caton Hippos taking on the Blue Helmets. Joining me in the commentary for this third place game for the Commandos, Holger Diedrich.
在两位小朋友的带领下，我们两队利达虎队和杰瓦士狼队已经入场了。
We will see yesterday from what we saw yesterday. I think the Hippo team is like, it seems to be the strongest, but also the blue team beat the yellow at the top seed yesterday in the semi-final. So the game starts with 0-0 and yeah, 20 minutes after that.
I think thoroughly underwhelming performance yesterday, being demolished by the Hippos with a win to the Hippos of a 7-goal lead, 10-3. Was, yeah, not how the Wolves wanted to go, getting knocked out from a chance in that final. But they do have another game now, but I do think that the Tigers looking the stronger team, and I don't think the Wolves will have much in attack. But introducing the players now, number 1 from Poland for the JWAS Wolves, Cezary Salamanik.
怎么了？ Hello， 喂，接下来我们要进行的是球员的介绍。身穿白色球衣的1号球员是来自波兰的许尚义。
Moving on, number 2 from the Netherlands, Roy Dekkers. Number 3 from Switzerland and the captain of the Wolves, Dario Stern. From Spain, number 6, Adrian Hamida. Number 8 from France, Leo Manahu. Number 10 from Chinese Taipei, Zhu Xing. Number 11 from Switzerland, Andreas Hug. And number 12 from Great Britain, David McBay. Introducing the Leader Tigers now, and the captain for the team from Australia, number 1, Adam Hoffmeyer. Number 2 from Russia, Vladislav Skomarikov. Number 3 from Chinese Taipei, Wei Chen Sao. Number 4 from the Netherlands, Lucas Reinders. Number 8 from New Zealand, Joshua Vivian. Number 10 from Germany, Tim Rieke. And number 12 from France, Benjamin Dolbeck. Our referees for this game, Stephen Watts from Great Britain. And Evan Kong from Singapore.
Yeah, now we see teams have a little bit time for warm-up before the start of the game, so they try to warm up the goalkeeper to get him in confidence. Yeah, but from the team, as you said, the Yellow Tigers are for sure the team who had the better games in the whole season, like the whole CPS in the first season and second season, and the better results. But the white team has some national team players from Netherlands, from Switzerland. So experience is there, and also Leo from the Wolves played for the French national team, the goalkeeper, Adrian, Spanish goalkeeper of the national team. So there's a lot of experience. So I think, and I saw them sitting down together and have a team chat, how they want to, with which tactic they want to beat the Tigers and get in third position.
Yes, the Wolves did get a win against the Tigers in the first season, but they did have a few different players in that first season, namely Paul Sucher from Germany is not with us in the second season. They do have, like as Holger said, Adrian and Leo, some great additions to the team, but they just didn't look like putting much threat on the Hippos yesterday in attack, really not being able to break down the defence, and potentially might come against the same issues with the Tigers here. So we'll see how they go against the Tigers. We know the Tigers do like to absorb pressure while they're in defence, very ruthless on the counter-attack as well.
Yeah, I totally agree. He's the biggest threat, and we could see it yesterday also from the Tigers. The biggest thing is the counter-attack with the two fast players, with Ladislav and Tim, which are really, really good, like 1-2 punch. You see two guys have a little space in front of them. They are able to put the ball in or play some proper passes to the upper. Yeah, so a good duo. Adam also played a lot of good long passes to these two guys. Yeah, so to open, to use the open field, they will try to force it.
Great to see a nice crowd in this Ningbo Olympic Sports Centre coming to watch the finals.
Yeah, I saw that some of the players who will not play in the third of in the game for the third place or in the final. So the Bulls and the Commandos are sitting over there to help the crowd to be louder, bigger, and get excited for these two games.
Yeah, we have seen a lot of enthusiasm from the crowd towards the players, signing autographs, having photos, all of that. So yeah, some of those players that aren't in today's matches going into the stands and spending some time with their fans. Both teams lining up now for this charge start. Game about to get underway. We'll see who can get that third place position for 2019 CPSL.
Two of the best, also fastest players line up. Dario Stern against Ladislav. They were fast, but what happened here? So someone probably is called for an early start. You will see.
Yes, so unfortunately the captain for the Jaguars Wolves, Dario Stern, was deemed to have started his charge start early, and for CPSL 2019 that does result in a yellow card. So the Wolves, not the best start, they will go down to 4 men for the first 2 minutes. Yellow cards in this competition as well. For the full 2 minutes there are no power play yellow cards, as there are now in the ICF rules as of the start of this year. So we'll see Dario sitting on that sideline for the next 2 minutes of the game.
Yeah, but it is a bad start, and for sure you want to start the game. Don't want to start a game with 4 players, but sometimes when the defense stays strong together and you're able to keep the offense outside, it can give you the team a push. It can give you confidence in yourself. Sometimes you're able to score a goal, and yeah, That was a good shot of Leo. He was not able to put it in, and for my opinion, it was a little bit too early because now the Tigers have the ball back and they have to work in defense hard. But you can, we will see soon. But yeah, normally the three players are lining up really close together and really try to stay in front of the goalkeeper to put as many paddles as they can to block the shots. The other Tigers didn't play it well here, in my opinion. Okay, that was a good pass. 1-on-1. And that was the first goal.
Great work there from number 8, Joshua Vivian, for the Tigers, getting that first goal. 1 minute, 15 seconds of this game. So great play there. We do see the ball starting at halfway. The Tigers have gone back to their defence though. We did see them press out earlier because they do have that player advantage, and we now see that again. So they are playing 4 out with Adam Hoffmeyer in goals. Just trying to win that ball back, see if they can get a couple of goals on the scoreboard early on.
Yeah, I think like 20 more seconds and Dario will be back in the game. That was a bad... Oh, okay. Yeah, so they got a new a foul from Lucas Reinders committed on Adrian. They got a new 60 seconds, so now they're able, 60 seconds on shot clock, they're able to put down, to keep the ball until they're back to 5. And that's, I'm sure that's what they will try. Alright, one good game, and there's the first goal. Also for the Wolves. There's 8 minutes in the first half to go. Andreas Hug, also nicknamed Hugo, scored the first goal for the Wolves, and I think they are back to 5. Why they are not? Why they are not back to 5? Yeah, we see Roy is complaining about that because the 2-minute start was in the start of the game, and now we have 2.5 minutes from the game clock. So, oh yeah, now we see they're back to 5.
Unlucky there from the shot from Tim Riquet. Just glancing off that top bar. Hoffmeyer does well to cover back and win that ball against the pressure from Zuxing. So good work from the Wolves there, being able to hold the Tigers off for that yellow card, and it still scores level. So they'll be very happy with that they're not having to chase the game from the start.
Yeah, that is what I mentioned before. Like, it can give you a push when you keep the game close. But now here, great shot from Tinrique. Leans a little over to his left side, so you can have a better angle past the paddle from Roy. And then it's hard for a goalkeeper to block that shot. Nice ball. See the typical 2-2 defense from the Tigers, and with Tim and Vladislav in the front, and another turnover from Adrian, and the Tigers are back in position.
Tigers just sending the ball back out to Hoffmeyer, taking their time. Hoffmeyer's shot blocked down.
Yeah, too many paddles in front of the goal, so you don't have to take the shot, but misses long arms.
Unlucky there from Tim Riquet, his shot just going over.
same position from where he scored his goal. But this time he was not able to put it in. Had him try to pass to Joshua, who was inside position again, but the angle, he was right from behind him, so it's hard to catch that ball because he couldn't see the ball when the ball is coming from behind. Players have to get a little better angle to put this ball inside. Again, 2-2.
So 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Feed inside there from Deckers trying to find Manahoot, but there was a foul, so they do get the reset on that shot clock. 4.5 minutes left. Some space down the left-hand side. Deckers has the ball now. A great block there from Hoffmeyer. Falling nicely for Rike. And it looks like the fast break is on. They do have Skomrokov and Wei Chen upfield. Through to Vivian. Tries to feed to Wei Chen. Gets it across to Skomrokov. He's very close to the goal, so all he can do is chest pass, but it's back with Rike.
Yeah, I think they played a little bit. Yeah, you can see the big strength of the Tigers with the fast guys going to the fast break games, but they did play a little bit too complicated, too many passes, so they had no speed anymore. And yeah, so I think it was a goal, but I think the referee didn't give it. I think it was goalkeeper foul. We could just see the reaction of Tim Rike. He was not satisfied, but I think it was a right call.
You see Andreas Hug for the Wolves working on the inside, trying to create some space. Great work there from Tim Rike. Xing has given away the foul as well. It was a fast break starting, so we'll see whether there's a card associated with that. It is a green card for the Chinese Taipei man.
I think they called illegal push because Tim lost the ball, did not control the ball, and they gave a penalty because who was Wei Chen Chao was, I think, on a breakaway, and Tim would be able to give the pass there if he wouldn't be fouled. And now we have the goal penalty shot here.
Unlucky there, great save from Adrian Hamida.
That can also give the team a push, like motivate everybody. You see David in the outside of the pitch, celebrating his teammate.
Not the strongest of shots from Wei Chen there. Does try and just put it down the middle straight into Adrian's paddle. Needs to maybe look at working at that fake a little bit more to try and create an opening to get it around the paddle. But Tigers still with the ball now. 2.5 minutes left in this first half. Hoffmeyer driving in. And there has been a foul there, so the Tigers will have the shot opportunity.
Yeah, I think it was a boat foul from Dario, and boat foul given again on number 3 of the yellow team. Oh. Well, they took the shot fast, but without speed, just staying there. So not the best opportunity.
Hoffmeyer's shot, just trying to use those very long arms of his and get it around Stern's body. But he does get a little deflection with his paddle.
Yeah. You could see that he is that Dario looked the other games and read the movement of Adam's arm, where he will be where the shot will come. Risky pass, yeah, from Tim Rieke, and Dario was able to steal it, and now they can probably have a fast break. But good recovery from the Tigers. They'll be back in defense.
Hermida feeds it into Manahut. And he does win the foul as well, so we'll have the shooting opportunity with 90 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah.
Referee's just calling a timeout here.
I think that is cussing a little bit because Leo presenting the ball and then put the ball next to him in the water, and that is not in my opinion, not a regular regular move. So the ball has to give away to a player, or you have to pull it 1 meter away from your boat. But they discuss it. They repeat the free shot. Leo put it outside to Adrian, and he didn't score. So ball back to yellow. Now they will try to take as much time as they can off from the shot clock to avoid that the white team will get possession and a lot of time on the clock for scoring a goal on themselves.
Yeah, so we've got less than a minute now, coming down to 45 seconds left on the clock. You can see Hoffmeyer just looking back to see that clock on the halfway line. Look at how much they've got left, but Skolnikov's early shot is blocked by Stern's paddle. There is a potential for a fast break here. The ball's with Kamida. Manahut is racing down the field. They also do have Salomonik. He's now got space. He's got an open goal. Lucas Reinders has made it back in time, but Leo's there and he puts it in. So great work from the Frenchman to draw things level with 20 seconds left on the clock. So Wolves on 2 goals, Tigers are on 2 goals.
Yeah, nice shot, long corner. Not a long movement, quick release. Nice shot from Leo. And I think also the shot was taken too early from Vladislav in offense, so it was not a really good shooting opportunity with more than 30 seconds on the shot on the game clock. So yeah, that's kind of a 2-point swing. Yeah, instead of scoring on your own, you get 1 goal against you.
And that is the first half of this 3rd place match. We'll be back very shortly for the second half. All right, both teams ready for this charge start. Get the second half underway.
This time Cesari is going for the ball for the Wolves. They can't take the risk that Dario get a second yellow. So I think we saw a boat foul from Cesari, or this is what's called. On him, so the yellow team will have possession. I think the referee gave a sign that we will repeat it. So it was not a boat foul, but both boats were like going on the ball, and the ball is jumping to the outside. So the referee couldn't see who touched the ball last, so they repeated.
This time we see Stern taking it. Tim Rieke has decided to go again though, and has won it.
Both players jumping on the ball, but Tim was a little bit earlier in the water and had the hands on the ball. See a classical 1-3-1 defense from the Wolves here, and normally two players inside for the Yellow Tigers to create some space for the good shooters. Nice pass this time from Adam. Nobody took care about Joshua, but he couldn't catch the ball. Would be a really good chance to make his second goal. No. The Wolves are back in position, also taking their time. There was no fast break opportunity. Oh, there's a big hole on the right. It takes too long, Cesari. Defense is back. And there's goal. Who scored a goal with a nice, hook shot, underarm shot, whatever. Foul was given on him. Everybody was looking to the referee, and then Andy probably didn't hear it because he was under the water, but he took his opportunity and put the ball in.
So the Wolves taking a 1-goal lead, and unfortunately the foul has been given. So the Wolves will win the ball here, so Tigers not easily able to equalise straight after Andreas' goal, but still 8 minutes left in this game and only a 1-goal lead, so both teams very much in this game still.
Yeah, we saw it in the last weekend, also this weekend. A lead with 1 or 2 goals can be equalised really, really fast. And now good inside pass. Nice game, team play here from
Leo Manahut.
Yeah, but I think it was number 10 from the Wolves who made a nice screen on the top player. Played the ball out to Roy, and Roy was in the shooting lane, but went for an extra pass to Leo. He didn't make it, but it was a nice attack. Nice stop here from Dario Stern. But now they have the lead, they don't need to shoot like the 50-50 shots, searching for better ones. Good decision here.
Oh, and Zhu Xing's shot just wide. Did catch a deflection though, so they do have the corner. The crowd being very receptive to both Zhu Xing and Wei Chen Cao, both Chinese Taipei players. Getting quite a response every time that they touch the ball or take a shot.
Another shot from Dario Stern here from the left side. Hard for the defender Benjamin. Leo was inside, so both options were given for Dario. Take the shot or put the pass inside. Good deflection whenever before, good save. And again a shot. Again, good goalkeeping. See what happened.
I think they just gave a brief timeout here. Two balls on the field. Hoffmeyer not happy with that.
Yeah, I didn't see what's the foul call.
I think the foul may have been against Manahut. Was very aggressive against Vivian, and the new rules for ICF do clarify that there's a maximum distance that you can be able to move your opponent in that 6 metre zone under goal. I think he may have just been pushing him a little too far out of his position.
Okay, yeah. Opening pass, long over the hole. Nice shot from Marike, a nice save from Adrian, and the Wolves were able to get the ball. Now a 2-on-1 fast break, 3-on-1.
Great work from Deckers there to score that goal. Hoffmeyer not happy with that.
Yeah, I think he wasn't happy. I think not about the foul, about the goal. So not happy about the goal for sure, but it was more that they lost the ball again. They take too many shots probably, and nobody recovers. And now the Tigers took their timeout to talk about how they want to play the next minutes and to draw or probably to win the game. We saw, I think, we saw them 4-1 down against the Blue Helmets last weekend, and they were able to win that game 5-4. So they have experience, and when they go out to 5 out in men's press, we see how the white team react on that, and if the Tigers are able to get the ball back and get some open shots and on the empty net.
Yeah, we'll see how both of these teams come out of this timeout.
Oh, there's still plenty of time, so a little bit more than 5 minutes, 2 goals. If they're able to score within the next attack, it's down to 1. 1 stop, so they don't need to press the next attack. But I'm sure they talked about the option. High pass to the center. Tim with a 2-handed shot. Nice block from the goalkeeper. Lucas tries to get the advantage out of it, but the referee didn't allow that quick goal of him.
Oh, unlucky bounce there off the top of Andreas Hug's boat. And great work from Wei Chen to win that ball back. Wolves really looking for that fast break, but Andreas didn't see the ball coming and ricocheting off his boat, falling favourably for the Tigers. We see Adam Hoffmeyer coming back onto the field. Do believe that was his first sub for the entire tournament. Not liking to be off the field long at all.
It's always a risk to sub the goalkeeper off. If you're not fast enough, you always have to sub him in again when you're going to defense. And then you have to be really, really fast. Or you have to recover pretty good. But there's no risk to do this. Tim forces a shot again. Block from Cesari. Now we see how patient the Tigers are. If they still play good as a team together or try to forcing the next shot and the next shot, the next shot. I see that in the next few minutes.
The Wolves, a very passionate team, very vocal. Every time one of their defenders gets a block or their goalkeeper makes a save, whole team and the substitutes, very vocal, pumping the rest of their players up. Unlucky there from Benjamin Dolbeck to just not be able to quite hold on to that ball.
I'm not pretty sure if you want to make a touch pass over to Vladislav or if you were able to catch. I couldn't see it that fast. Now Tigers going to press. 3 minutes on the game clock. 2 goals behind. So now they really have to. The Wolves have no pressure. They will try to. And Dario is free. Long shot. And the goal. And Adam Hoffmeyer throw his paddle. So I don't know if the referees give that a call. So oh, they don't. I don't know if there was a change in the rules. I think throwing the paddle is normally a card is giving.
I think that rule still applies, but referees just maybe not picking up on it. But the Wolves have gone out to a 3-goal lead, 2.5 minutes left in this game.
And another turnover from the Tigers. So Wolves back in position. 5 out. Tim tries to make pressure right on the entry pass. The Wolves are changing. Cesar is going down. Freshman. Andy is coming.
Has got a bit of distance in front of Tim Rike. He's coming through. There's a bit of space. Does Deckers go for the shot? He decides to hold on to it. They do have 45 seconds on that shot clock. Might be in their best interest to hold on to that ball as long as possible.
Yeah, and now it's man advantage here because Hoffmeyer missed Dario Stern, but shot is taken. Good deflection from Joshua Vivian. So still possession for the Wolves. Yeah, a little bit surprising when you saw the game yesterday. The Wolves didn't look pretty good. And here's the turnover, probably the last chance for the Yellow to start one of their famous fast break attacks. Long pass from Hoffmeyer to Rike. Now they have to score pretty fast if they want to go back in the game. But Lucas Reinders took the shot. Adrian got the save. Corner.
So the Tigers needing to get 1 or 2 very quick goals.
There's one.
There's one. Commentator's curse.
Vladislav got that shot.
So
open
the
lane, nice screen, and he's able to put the ball into the net.
So Wolves with the timeout now. Just under 2 minutes left in this game. They will have a full 60-second shot clock as well, so we'll see whether they decide to hold on to that ball, keep it out of the Tigers' hands for as long as possible. Stop any chance of them getting another 2 to then take this through to golden goal extra time.
Yeah, I think that that is what they have to do. Like they have possession. They must try to get as many seconds down from the game clock as they can. And if it's possible, with the fast guys to go in front of the net with a 1-0 situation, open goal, then you put it in. And if not, just keep possession of the ball, take 50-55 seconds from the shot clock, and give the ball back to the Tigers with 30-40 seconds on the shot clock. Go back to defense, controlled. So yeah, it looks like this.
Yeah, so
together now.
The Wolves have condensed right next to each other, just choosing to pass as much as possible.
But now there's a steal.
Great
Joshua.
work from Vivian. He sent it through. Tim Rique's got an open goal and he puts it in. So 1 minute 8 left on the clock and the Tigers have brought it back to 1 goal difference.
Yeah, nice steal from Joshua Vivian. I would say 80% of the goal belongs to him.
So not as successful for the Wolves as they were hoping. We'll see whether they decide to try that again. They've spread out a bit more, so I think they're going to just look for a more traditional method to try and work the ball up. Maybe try and get another goal against this Tigers press. 50 seconds left.
Adrian, really experienced player. Several tournaments with the Spanish national team on the highest level. He's another one of the player who has to take control. Really confident. Oh, but under pressure again. What is it, a boat foul or he's leaning on the boat? No, the referees give a boat foul, so now they can play down the game clock. 25 seconds. So they don't need to shoot anymore, just hold the ball. But that is a foul and that is a penalty in my opinion.
They have given the foul, but they do not give the penalty. The Lucas Runners does have an almost open goal, but Hamida does get the save. 15 seconds left on that clock.
Nice pass from Vladislav over to Lucas. He was not able to put it in, but still some.
There are 10 seconds left on this clock. Tigers have to
get
get one more goal. Oh, they do. There it is from Tim Rique, number 11. Excellent goal there to draw things level with 5 seconds left on the clock.
Nice shot. Hit the bottom bar and the ball went in. Now one more last opportunity. Long shot, but won't go in. Deflected for a corner. Time runs up. Probably something on the game clock with 2 seconds. So there's a corner with 2 seconds on the game clock.
Wolves having to work really hard to get the pass in and then a shot as quickly as possible. The ball has to leave the shooter's hand before the time runs out.
Well, normally it's a short, quick pass, but it was blocked. Yeah, Tim Rique took it.
So there we go. This is going to extra time and a golden goal. Exciting times here in our third place final. And for CPSL 2019, we see the second game in a row going to golden goal to decide who will be the third place of CPSL 2019.
Yeah, exciting to see. So we almost saw that the Wolves they had the better position for sure in the game, late in the game, but were not able to finish the game. So they made some mistakes and bring the Tigers back to the game. And now we can see if the Tigers will have their second loss in overtime in a row, or if they can win this time.
Yeah, so what a comeback from the Tigers. 3 goals down in that second half, bringing it back, scoring that final goal with only a few seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, we saw it with the Tigers when we had a exhibition game in the Ningbo language school this week with the Hippos and the Tigers. And also Tim Rieke scored the game winner within the last 3 seconds of this exhibition game. So he has no fear, he is not scared to take the last shot. He is taking responsibility here. Yeah, and he has a lot of variations in his shot, so hard to block for defense. Yeah, excited to see. What do you think? Who will win?
It will be an interesting one. There's great scoring opportunities on both teams. I think whoever wins this charge start, who gets the start in attack, will potentially have the best opportunity. Some contact on both players there. We'll just see what the referees decide with that.
I think it's okay. It was only, in my opinion, it wasn't. The foul was a hard contact at both, but both players went to the ball. Both players got hit. But the referees decided foul from Darius Stern and to Vladislav. So Tigers have the first possession of the game. That's overtime. We'll see what they do out of it. There's a little space from Rieke. Paddle shoot.
Very optimistic there from the number 11. We did see him score a fabulous goal, potentially the goal of the tournament with his paddle last weekend, but unable to replicate that in this game. Tigers still with possession though, and they only need to get 1 goal. They will take their time, come up with the best opportunity to convert that.
Yeah, I think a paddle shot can be a good opportunity when it goes pretty fast. So it's surprising for the defense, and it's also a hard one. But this time it was too clear for everyone, so the defense paid attention on that. And the other shooter from the Tigers, Vladislav, took a shot, got deflected. Little work from Leo and Lucas. Lucas pushed Leo outside, so corner for the Tigers. Still possession. It's hard for the defense because you know every mistake can lead to the deciding goal with all the good shooters here on the pitch. On the other hand, you can't take too many risks as an offense team because we saw the fast break game of the Wolves. Nice screen here, Lucas. Good shooting opportunity. Would be better for a left-hander, but good opportunity, and now there is a fast break. If they make it fast, there is a man advantage, 3 against 2. Oh, goalkeeper's in.
Oh, loose ball there, intercepted by the Tigers. Hoffmeyer being pressed by Deckers, but
yeah.
All he can do is send that ball out to the sideline and hope that his Tigers can now get back into defence before Stern can get that pass in.
Yeah, so 3 of the Tigers went far out to try to make the fast break, but anyone have to give Hoffmeyer with the ball under pressure an option, a passing option. So was not giving, so it was a he took less danger and put the ball outside. Yeah, smart move from Hoffmeyer. Tigers are back in defense. Now we see if the Wolves can score the deciding goal. Stern. Oh, nice shot, but I think it was deflected from Rieke. I think it's a corner. Or probably Hoffmeyer. Hard to see from this angle.
2 minutes left in this first portion of extra time. Joshua Vivian, great sportsmanship there, just putting his hand up to let the referee know that he did get a deflection on that.
Yeah, good to see here.
And this golden goal time going for a little bit longer than expected. Usually it doesn't take long for that goal to happen, but we've had over 3 minutes now. Wolves with a bit of time in attack. We did see the Tigers have a minute or two. We'll see who can get that winning goal.
Everybody wants to go out of this 2019 CPSL season with a win. So everybody wants to have a good last memory on this tournament. And now Deckers with the dribbling inside. And now Dario with a hard shot blocked by Lucas. And Leo again. And now there's a fast break opportunity. 4 players inside from the Wolves. Back to Hofmeier, kind of a quarterback sometimes with his long passes. But here he loses the ball. Nice deflection from Leo. Can he get the ball? Yes, and that really, yeah.
And he puts it in. So the Wolves have won this third place final.
Yeah.
A poor pass there from the captain of the Tigers. And Leo Manahoud, number 8 from France, puts in the winning goal. So the Wolves have beaten the Tigers 6 goals to 5. Heartbreaking for the Tigers there, losing for a second time in golden goal. So they will finish 4th after having such a successful season on top of the ladder. Great work from the Wolves to get that 3rd place. And we'll be up very shortly with our grand final match between the K-Tron Hippos and the Yonhan Blue Helmets.
精神。
congratulations earlier. After yesterday's game, you didn't look like a really strong team after the semi-final against the Hippos, but it shows a good team spirit to come back after this and going on to the third place. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I feel great because it was the first training this second season. First season was really good, and then we got a bit of down. And now we got our last win and our first win. So I'm really excited about it.
That's good. So you didn't allow the Yellow Tigers to go in a fast break game. You were over the score of the goals. Was that the plan for you?
Yeah, we knew that there was a really fast team and they have played 2-2 in the front and they will try to make the fast breaks and we really try to avoid it and it worked quite well.
So again, nice game, congratulations, and enjoy your win in the third place. Thank you.
Have our grand final now for the 2019 CPSL between the Caton Hippos and the Yonhan Blue Helmets. Hippos having a very confident win against the Wolves in their semi-final, but the Wolves bouncing back, as you may have just seen, in that incredible performance against the Leader Tigers, with Leo Manahoot winning the match for his team in golden goal with that final shot. Excellent work there for the Wolves to get their third place, but now we will see who will become champions of CPSL 2019. Will it be the Hippos or the Blue Helmets? Both these teams facing each other in the final last year. Hippos becoming champions for 2018. We'll see whether the Blue Helmets can exact some revenge on them and become champions for this year. Joining me in commentary for this first half, captain of the Bulls, once again, Anthony Barron-Sivanoy. Cuppy, how are you?
I'm good, I'm good. That was an exciting game previously, wasn't it?
It was, indeed.
Entertaining stuff.
We'll see what we have in store for this game. Hippos, some incredibly strong shooters on that team. The Blue Helmets just working relentlessly in their semi-final against the Tigers, being able to win that in golden goal with an excellent final shot from their captain, number 10, Alex Lowen.
Yes, it was a nice, strong team performance from Blue that time, I think. The Tigers were struggling a bit and just sort of didn't quite get it over the line as they could have.
So, introducing the teams now, starting with the Yonhan Blue Helmets. Number 1 from France, David Blayo. Number 3, also from France, Valentin Gori. Number 4 from Italy, Tommaso Ricciardi. Number 6 from Germany, Patrick Lawrence. Number 7 from Singapore, Li Xingfu. Number 8 from Australia, Stephen Hubbard. Number 9 from Spain, Ivan Hoyofuentes. And the captain for the Blue Helmets from New Zealand, number 10, Alex Lowen. Introducing the Caton Hippos now, number 1 from Hungary, Miklos Timar. Number 2 and the captain of the Hippos from Poland, Lukas Pillars. From New Zealand, number 3, Cole Hawkins. Number 4 from Spain, Angel Gordo Herrero. Number 5 from Russia, Ivan Dbeli. Number 8 from the Netherlands, Tjerk Webbers. And number 11 from Australia, Luke Holmes.
Nerves well and truly setting for both teams, I reckon, Jade.
Yes, I do believe so, Cuppy.
Finals polo, you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, anything goes. After all of those performances, it comes down to this game being refereed by Tichi Liu from Chinese Taipei and Alan Winter from Wales.
There's one thing I know for sure in my career is that finals polo, they can make the best of people do some silly things.
We'll see how it affects both of these teams. We do know the Hippos love to shoot and shoot regularly. We'll see whether maybe this final game they're as trigger happy as they have been all season.
It's a bit hard not to be trigger happy when you've got 8 shooters in your team.
Yeah, who takes the shot?
Who takes the shot? The blue team showing that they are quite capable of winning games as well, and when it comes down to the finals polo. The Bulls came away with the win against the Blue Helmets just by one. We were aiming for a bit more, but unfortunately that wasn't the case. And they've come through in the semi and beaten the Tigers. So I think if we'll play all these games again, I think it might have been a different situation. It's also close with all the teams.
It was good to see the table at the end of season 2 with a lot of contest for that 4th place. Those bottom 3 teams all finishing on 9 points that are having to come down to goal difference. Once again, a big thank you to all of the sponsors of CPSL 2019. It's been a great opportunity to come over, spend the last couple of months with all the players, training together from all different parts of the world.
Yeah, we've played some mixed teams, some Dutch teams and Eastern European playing together, and a bit of social polo in between the CPSL tournaments. Probably wouldn't get much of a chance to do that any other time. Feels a bit strange, Jay, that it's all come down to the last game.
Yes. Only 20 minutes of polo, maybe a little bit more between us and the champions of 2019 CPSL.
It's been a fair bit of polo played the last 4 weeks combined, so
I think all the players will be looking forward to a little bit of a break.
yeah, indeed.
Now, a few players have had a few niggling injuries, yourself included, Cuppy.
Yeah, a couple of niggly ones. But I'm pretty sure that's just because I'm getting old.
All right, both teams lining up for that charge start to get this game underway.
Let's see what drama can unfold here.
We do have de Bellier taking on Hoya Fuentes.
The Hippos secure the ball by a nice charge start there.
Yeah, great work from Van de Bellier. So Hippo starting with the ball.
I had a chat with Alex Lowen about what sort of defence they'll play, because the Hippos have been the stronger team. He was unsure. He reckoned that maybe it was good to maybe just pressure out a little bit, unsettle the Hippos a bit to try and nullify their shooting options. Some good pressure there by number 9, Ivan, I believe.
Great work from the Blue Helmets to win that ball back.
Alex Lowen there, just giving a cheeky look at it, at the team, just to look at the long shot. Blue Helmets just settling down to their rhythm, I think. They're just trying to feel each other out.
And Valentin Gori's shot just blocked over for a corner.
Great option for a shot clock reset. It's a well-timed drive. Blue Helmets using their minute.
A lot of teams in CPSL have been very eager to shoot early.
My team included.
But the Blue Helmets in training did spend a lot of time taking that full 60 seconds, holding onto the ball as long as possible. We see Hoya Fuentes feed it inside.
He gets it back, David gets it back luckily. I think they caught him a little bit by surprise. But the passing inside quite good by the Blue Helmets, just to create the best option.
And Patrick's shot there just over. So the Hippos do have the ball now. Tabellier's shot off the bar, and it does fall nicely for the Blue Helmets. A couple of Hippos behind the ball as well, so we'll see whether they can get the fast break, but they decide to slow things down a bit.
They'll knock the confidence out of the Hippos a little bit, because they're used to smashing some bars of late. That last game was quite good. Every shot that they took went straight in, but a few more bars and they'll start questioning themselves.
And Hoya Fuentes' shot blocked.
Just a little cheeky probing shot from outside. I think he was hoping for the foul there.
Now with the captain Lowen, 3 paddles to get
shot
through, and he puts it in. So the Blue Helmets take the lead first. 1-0. Great there from the New Zealand player and the captain of the Blue Helmets.
Indeed. Wonder what he paid to get that goal. It was the last game he couldn't buy any, so.
Oh, he did get one that counted.
One that counted, but yeah, I think he took 4 or 5 before that just wouldn't go in, so. And even talking to him about that goal where he got in for the semi, he's like, I don't deserve that, but it's hard to argue that after the fact, isn't it?
On that left-hand side with Gordo Herrero. He's got himself through.
That'd be a foul. GPS.
We'll just see what the referee's called there. And it looks like they have called a GPS. So for those of you tuning in for the first time, CPSL does use a different penalty to standard ICF rules. We use an ice hockey style penalty from the halfway mark. The player that was fouled takes the penalty. The opponents will have a goalkeeper in place. They have 10 seconds to shoot. The goalkeeper has to stay on their line. Only a minimum of a green card as well. A yellow can be given, but not necessarily.
Oh, well done.
Excellent block there from David Bleo against Goro Herrero. They'll be very happy with that.
He'll be ecstatic.
Great confidence booster early on in this game.
Oh, lovely. Picked up the air there by Tommaso, I believe.
And we look like we potentially have a fast break on for the Blue Helmets. Out to the other side to Stephen Hubbard. He's got a bit of space. He's been shut down quickly though. He does get it back to his teammate.
And they slow it down to the composure.
Excellent tracking back from the Hippos to shut that down. Good work there from the Australian to just make sure that he doesn't turn over the ball.
I think that ball from Patrick had been a little bit nicer, then it might have been a different story, I reckon. Stephen Hubbard had to fight for it a bit and just lost a bit of time in that drive.
So the Blue Helmets winning the free. They do give it to one of their strong shooters, Hoya Fuentes. We'll see whether he tries to put it through the paddles or not. He's got 3 to get through.
Not too sure what's going on here.
Referee's just clarifying a few things. I think it's to do with maybe where Hoya Fuentes is positioned. And they do decide to send it out. So just under 5 minutes left in this first half. Only the 1 goal to the Blue Helmets.
Hippo's just pushing out their 1-2-2 a little bit, the top 2 players. We've seen them do quite tight before, it sort of worked well for them. Looking to jump a little bit, put that pressure on the top player.
You can see Hoya Fuentes there just telling his team they've won the free. It's a reset of the shot clock. Take another 60 seconds.
Lovely composure by the Blue, I think. They're just playing their game, taking the options as they come.
I think that would have been part of their team talk before the game.
Yeah.
The fact that they are up against an incredibly strong opposition and to make sure that they play the game on their terms.
That should be a reset, push without the ball.
We do have the reset there as well, so they did give advantage to that foul. Lovely pass in to Hoya Fuentes. And his shot blocked out for a corner. So another reset on that clock. Blue Helmets will be really happy with this extended period in possession.
Indeed.
Just making the Hippos work in defence, hoping that they can tire them out a bit so that if they do end up at the other end of the field, maybe that extra 1 or 2% will mean that those shots might not go in.
Ball with Patrick now. He has looked quite composed in this last game. Last game he was shooting far too much, he admitted to me when I was talking to him about it. He's only had 1 shot. I think he shot 20 times last time and didn't get a goal.
I think it was close to that.
Oh, that is a lovely shot.
Excellent goal there for Tommaso Ricciardi, number 4 for the Blue Helmets. I think it was a little bit unexpected. He did have a bit of a surprised look at his face that went in.
Just a cheeky over the head, sort of far left bar from his position. It was, and we have a 2-0 game.
So yeah, Blue Helmets with a little lead here. Starting to approach the end of this first half.
We all know that our leads can dissipate rather quickly.
Yeah, we just saw that in the previous game for that 3rd place The Wolves with a 3-goal lead that the Tigers fought back to take it to golden goal extra time. Luckily the Wolves could get that final goal.
Oh, lovely shot by Chittick there.
Good response from the Hippos to get one back. A few too many paddles in the air there.
Not turning the player.
And it does look like the Blue Helmets have called a timeout. 2 minutes 18 left on this clock. I think a good performance in this first half so far from the Blue Helmets.
Very good, I believe. They're playing well as a team, well composure. They'll be hugely disappointed they let an easy shot like that go in.
Yeah, they have to be aware that those Hippos are a huge threat. Pretty much every single person on that team is a very strong shooter.
Alex probably just reassuring the confidence in his team.
Referee signalling that that 1 minute of timeout is up. Substitutes make their way off the field. Play will resume from the halfway mark.
Let's see if the Blue Helmets can sort of hold the ball for the next 2 minutes. I think that's probably what the plan would have been.
Yeah, they definitely will want to retain this lead into the halftime break.
Would be nice.
Some space on that left-hand side with Hoya Fuentes. Is he going to look for the shot? He
Lovely
feeds it
feed
in.
to Alex.
Oh, the shot blocked from the captain, but again, falls nicely for the Blue Helmets. They will have another 60 seconds with that ball.
Well worked drive there. Feed into Alex. Fortunately, too many pedals just in the way. Hippo's doing well to put a couple of people on Alex. They know he's quite of a threat inside. Nice to make it difficult for people. Oh, well done.
Excellent goal there for
the feed.
number 9, Ivan Hoya Fuentes from Spain.
He had options to give it to Alex as well, possibly.
2 paddles there and 1 minute left in this half. Blue Helmets back out to a 2-goal lead. Hippos will want to try and get one back on the scoreboard, reduce that to a 1-goal lead before the halftime break. Luke Holmes looking for the cheeky feed into DeBellier, but it falls for the Blue Helmets. It's now with Xing Fu, with their captain Lowen.
Hippos pressing out the last 30 seconds.
Potentially they have called a press.
Half press, there's still, I can only see 2 Hippos here, and there's 3 Blue Helmets.
They may have one person in goals. Watch out for the long shot that sends it to that anchor player. No, everyone is out now. 8 seconds left.
That's a foul. Should be anyway.
Unlucky there, but we do have the half-time. So, Blue Helmets with a 2-goal lead, 3-1 at the end of the first half. 10 minutes left of this game to decide who will be the champions for 2019. Anthony, thank you very much for joining me.
It's all right. My pleasure. Enjoy the rest of the half. I'll go watch it from the grandstand.
Enjoy it from there.
Back here for the second half. Ivan doesn't make the sprint there, so the Blue Helmets win possession for the start of this second half. Really tight, tense first half there, Jay.
Sure was, David.
Was enjoying that from the sidelines. I think the Blue Helmets have been quite lucky with 2 of those goals, especially the one down the middle from Tommaso. Quite a loose shot with a shot clock running out that ended up going in, but you need luck on your side as well in the final. Because looking quite like their usual self.
Oh, a bit of space there created for Blayo.
Yeah, and a much better save there from Luke Holmes. That will give him confidence for the second half. It's been given as a goal throw. So the Blue Helmets must have played the ball just at the edge of our shot before it went out after the save. So the Hippos have the chance to attack again, aside from that goal from Turk down the middle. That was a really nice finish. They haven't looked quite their threatening self so far. Certainly a shadow of the team that was playing so clinically in the semi-final. It's another loose pass there from shot from Cole Hawkins.
Lovely second goal there for Chuck Webbers though. Ball falling kindly for him in the centre. Facing sideways, but just puts it in that top corner past Blayo's paddle. So the Hippos reducing that deficit to 1 goal.
Yeah, just the start they would have wanted in the second half, obviously. 10 minutes is obviously loads of time to get your 2 goals back and stay in the game, so they will have just tried to reset at half-time, have a brief discussion about what wasn't going right for them. Blue Helmets' passing has been really crisp around the back in this game. Really made any handling mistakes so far. Yu Jingfu receives the ball on the right-hand side. Happy to run down this shot clock. 17 seconds left on the clock.
Feeds it into Gori, gets it to his captain. He's got 2 paddles to get through.
Goes for the punch pass again. Must be his favourite shot of the tournament, having won them the semi-final yesterday. Forced into that shot by Tjerk Webbers. Closing down the space on the right-hand side of the goal. So, Blue Helmets with another opportunity to attack. Nice ball inside. Foul on the shooter. Referees are going to have a discussion here. This could be a penalty.
Yeah, they are going to just take a moment to have a discussion.
Foul in the act of shooting. Can be a penalty, would usually be a penalty under ICF rules. CPS rules are a little more lenient to let the game run. Referees are having a discussion though. Just the foul called then. Clearly felt it was marginal whether the ball was out of the hand or not, but close enough for a foul to be given.
Hippos have to let Ivan in to take this shot.
From where the foul was called. Hippos have let him through. If they don't, then it could be a penalty anyway. Referee still trying to place the players. Not quite happy. Must make sure they're listening to the referee. He wants him inside the player, which he's now allowed. So 3 paddles for Ivan to go through.
And he puts it in. Excellent work there from the Spaniard. Gets another goal and that 2-goal lead for the Blue Helmets.
And that's a really smart finish, and you can see that on the replay, but he was so tight to the goal face that he could afford to two-handed essentially pass the ball into the very top of the net, just under the bar, over the top of the blades.
We do have a timeout being called by the Hippos. They have been chasing this game from the start, so they do need to have a little bit of a discussion on how they're going to be able to get back into it, equalise, and then get in front. You can see some earnest words there from Patrick Lawrence for the Blue Helmets. They'll be very happy to be 2 goals ahead, but they'll need to use all of their strength, energy, concentration, focus everything to make sure that they stay on top of this game and this game is played on their terms.
Yeah, and I'm very surprised to see the Hippos take their time out. You only get 1 per half so early on in this second half. Still just over 7 minutes left in this second half. They are still only 2 goals down. Could be much more crucial opportunities later on to have a discussion. So their timeout is now used up. Can expect to see either an attacking formation change or a defensive formation change. Otherwise, I'm not sure why they would have called for the timeout during that period.
So you see their captain Lucas Pillars and Ivan de Bellier playing on the inside. Webers has got some space. He's got 2 goals already. He'll be very confident.
Yeah, he's really good at receiving the ball at pace and driving into the middle of the zone. Just changing their attacking structure. They've now got 3 people in. Ivan de Bellier now coming back out. And Galgoldo Herrera now switching in instead. Nothing on for Ivan.
Blue Helmets doing really well to pulse out and to reach these drives early, shut them down so that they don't have that speed to be able to shoot.
It's quite slow and laboured from the Hippos though. Maybe just not wanting to take that risk knowing they've got 2 goals down. Shot clock was running out, so Cole Hawkins goes for the paddle shot. Does manage to get it on target, but David Blair wise to that, knew the clock was coming.
Great work there from Patrick Lawrence, ball falling to the other side of Cole Hawkins' boat, but being able to flick it out.
So we find out what the timeout earlier was for. The Hippos have gone 5 out, with 6 minutes still left on this half. So if the Blue Helmets can engineer a goal here under pressure, this game could end up going like the Hippos semi-final yesterday, where they ended up routing the Wolves when they pushed so early on in the second half to try and remain in the game.
So 30 seconds left on this shot clock. A lot of pressure from the Hippos. Their captain Lowen has got some space.
It was nice play there.
And the advantage has been called, so they have a reset on that clock. And the Hippos have dropped back into defence.
Yeah, the Blue Helmets aren't the biggest of the 6 CPSL teams we had this year here. Quite a few lighter, fast players on the team, but they look very comfortable on the ball there. Lowen taking a very prominent role, managing to take it round the outside of Ivan under pressure. Not a man you want pressuring you at any point in 5 out.
So 30 seconds left on this shot clock. Great work from Ricciardi to feed it into his captain again.
The penalty has been given. I'm not sure what for. Must be the push. We can't see from this angle, but you can see there that in the very last shot that the boat was clearly right where the player was pushed. So pushed onto a boat in the act of shooting. It's been given as a penalty. So we've got the hockey style penalty again. 1 for the Hippos in the first half. This time Lowen will be looking to convert this big moment in this game to go 3 goals up in the final of CPSL 2019. Alex Lowen has 10 seconds, takes a dribble. Second, loads it up.
Excellent goal there for the New Zealand captain of the Blue Helmets.
Yeah, it was New Zealand versus Australia. Oh no, it was Pillars who ended up in net. Interesting there that the Hippos changed their goalkeeper for that penalty. I'm not entirely sure why that happened. Their goalkeeper is still on the pitch. There was a foul on the inside there, so it just went from bad to worse for the Hippos. 3 goals down. They also received a yellow card in that period, so they're playing with 2 players currently. It's 1 minute and 35 left on that yellow card. Considered to be a deliberate and dangerous foul.
And Hoya Fuentes' shot is blocked. They will have the corner. We'll see what the Blue Helmets can do with that player advantage. Hippos down to 4.
It's a long way back. 4 minutes, 20 seconds left on the game, but they've got to play. They're only getting at 3 minutes back with 5 players, and they're 3 goals down as it stands. So, Blue Helmets very, very smartly happy to use up this whole minute and 16 that they're down to 4 players. They could push for the jugular, go for a goal. They will obviously shoot when the shot clock has run out. I expect them to use up the 40 seconds of time that's left here. Needs a pass, gets one, Lowen coming back out again. Comfortable play from the Blue Helmets.
So 25 left on the shot clock.
This is a fairly horror situation for the Hippos to have to deal with. All they can do is work hard. That's a really nice block there by Lucas Pillars, and he's won his team the ball. So 42 seconds still on the clock. Blue Helmets have 3 men back here though. There will be space down the pitch. Can Pillars? That's a nice pass onto the free side of Pillars' boat. Can he make himself free? Blue Helmets haven't pushed 4 out. They don't need to, so they're quite comfortable to set up 5.
We see Chirk trying to get some space in the centre. Sends the ball back out though because he is stopped quite abruptly by that Blue Helmets defence. Some space here though, and Webers gets the goal, so that's 3 goals to the Dutch player.
That is a massive goal to score with 4 players on the pitch. We saw the Wolves do it in the last game. That saves their yellow card period. It's currently 1-1 in this yellow card period. Timeout has been called by the Blue Helmets. So 3 minutes left on this game. Only 5 seconds left on the yellow card. 2 goals in it. It's unfortunate for the Blue Helmets. I thought they played that period really nicely. But full credit to the Hippos to find a goal with only 4 players on the pitch.
Yeah, and that is the threat from the Hippos. They can score from any of their players at any times, and you just see there Chirk taking the responsibility of getting those goals. But anyone on those teams, on that team, can put the ball in the back of the net.
Yeah, arguably it's between the Hippos and the Tigers for who had the best finishing quality on their team. In earlier games, the Hippos have strayed from either catching every bar or finishing every shot. This game is right on the balance. So 3 minutes, 2 goal lead for the Blue Helmets. See how they set up this attack. They've obviously put their favourite players on the pitch, having had time to take subs and have a rest. We have Patrick Lawrence and Alex Lowen in the middle.
You can see that Hippo's defence working really hard.
Yep, and again, Blue Helmets happy to use up this time. Not risking any. Even 60-40 passes.
So
17 seconds on the shot clock now, though.
Blue Helmets feeling very hard done by there.
Unclear whether he dropped that ball or it was knocked out of his hand. Hippos don't care either way. They're up the pitch. 2 minutes now. 2 goals to find.
See Luke Holmes working against Patrick Lawrence there on that left-hand side.
Hippos lacking some penetration. There's no real vigour in these runs at the moment. We've got nothing to lose now. Minute and a half, 2 goals. It's a much nicer run there. They're not found.
Blue Helmets pulsing out a little bit now with only 10 seconds left on this shot clock. It does find its way to Debellier, but his shot is wide.
Big save that, and with their keeper not in goal at the time, they've just switched Avibleo back on.
Great deflection there from their captain, Alex Lowen. Big drive from Hawkins across to Webers. On and fourth goal there for the Dutchman. A minute 13, a 1-goal lead.
And now they're pushing 5. They've dropped at least one man deep. Not sure if he's coming off. They're bringing off their goalkeeper. I know he's setting up in goal, so they will play 4 men out. They know they've got to push a little bit. There's only a minute left on the clock, 1 goal to find. Blue Helmets happy to play it down that end of the pitch and draw the men. I feel the Hippos need to push 5 here. I'm not sure why they're keeping a goalkeeper in at this point. Ooh.
Oh, and Evans found some space.
Big moment. Off the bar. And it's dropped for the Hippos, so they will get their opportunity.
42 seconds left in this game.
We have timeouts after every ball out of play, so nice pass back to Webers. He's been their best threat. Blocked though. Where's that going to land?
Great work from the German Patrick Lawrence to win that ball back.
Ooh. Is the foul given there? I believe it has been. It's Hippo's ball. Timeout. So there'll be a discussion here as to which way this foul should be. I think the referees disagreed from a distance, so they're having a discussion. Obviously a massive moment in the game, this. Alan Winter, the referee, on the closer side and on the leading side.
We'll see what the verdict is from the referees now. 23 seconds left. Blue Helmets still with the 1-goal lead.
And
it looks like it is for the Blue Helmets.
Reversed. So 23 seconds to hold on to the ball. 23 seconds of pressure from the Hippos. Stranger things have happened in the CPSL so far. Ball is played up the pitch.
Hoya Fuentes with it now.
Whoa, just gets that ball back in time.
14 seconds left.
Gordo Herrera with a push. 10 seconds. 9. Block is made. Can they keep it in? He doesn't. Oh, that was... He didn't know anything about it, but that was the opportunity. It's a 2-handed throw up the pitch. And the clock has run out. The Yonghang Blue Helmets are your 2019 CPSL champions.
Excellent performance there from the boys in blue.
Fantastic scenes here. Incredible story. They were one of the 3 teams that were fighting to remain in the competition yesterday. They even lost to the Bulls, but not by enough to put them out.
With a very strong performance against the Tigers, winning in golden goal to take them through this final. And they have led this entire final. So excellent performance there from the Blue Helmets against the Hippos. Hippos such a strong team, but the Blues showing that some very good teamwork, some really strong play has paid off, and they have got their win. So excellent performance there to be crowned the 2019 CPSL champions. Big thank you to everyone watching all around the world. The stream will continue as we present the awards to the winning team. Our commentary will be signing off for now though. So thank you very much for everyone that has joined us on this journey for this year. Do stay on board for the awards later. I'll see you all next year for 2020 CPSL. Thank you very much.
破极限，用极致美学创造时代。宁波奥体中心，源于热爱，见证精彩。
your CPSL 2019 champions, the Yonghang Blue Helmets. Thank you all. See you next year for CPSL 2020.
我们接下来在观众入口处有球员与观众的互动、拍照、签名、留念、合影的时间，所以请观众到观众入口处等候我们的球员。